You are experiencing the Kathryn Dunn Show. Welcome. Today with us we have Bull, Matt Capazzi, Eric, Nick, myself. Hello, everybody. Elaine is not with us today, but she's always with us. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. I just moved the mic.
Yep.
Hopefully I didn't create a problem with my audio problem. Probably. I probably did. I probably made it all worse. Oh my god, that reminds me. It is time for... Oh no. Yeah, no. It's time.
Whine and Whisper Light ASMR.
And today, we want you to guess what we're drinking based on how it sounds.
I hate it when somebody tries to pull off a coup in Russia, but they don't go all the way through with it, so Putin stays in power.
Okay, close, but I am not drinking a coup. Guess again based on how it sounds. Don't look. I can't hear you, Nick.
Can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
Maybe whisper louder.
Yeah.
Whisper loud.
Wow! That was loud. That was loud.
Sorry, I have to work on my stage whispering.
This is very loud.
Get down.
Sorry, is this better?
Yes.
Yeah, that's.
I would say that Kathryn is drinking maybe eucalyptus or green tea.
Okay, that's a really good guess. It is tea. Do you know how much I hate it when you're getting off the subway and somebody comes on and it's like, I want to be able to knock them over, but I can't. Now guess what's in the tea?
A Russian coup.
No,
Oh, milk.
no.
Listen,
Cat.
There's probably caffeine in it, yeah.
A tiny umbrella.
No.
A mouse.
You know what? I get very bothered by people who are bothered by mice.
You cut out a little bit. What?
I get very bothered by people who are bothered by mice.
You're still cutting out. Yeah.
It's tea with honey. Yay!
Ah!
Tea with honey.
That's what I'm drinking.
Yeah, guys, let's do it again. Now let's guess what Eric's drinking.
Is it coffee? It is coffee.
You know what I don't like about coffee?
Guess what kind?
I will, but I want to say this.
Folgers.
Oh,
I'll give you a hint. It's from Nick's favorite place.
it is dark roast.
Starbucks. Yeah.
Yay!
Can you guess what plant?
Oh, what?
Plant. The
full
plant.
on roast.
The plant?
Plant? Like the
Full on roast.
Blend.
I said it. I said dark roast. Sumatra.
Yeah. Sumatra. There you go. Good lord.
That's what Sumatra sounds like when you drink it.
Woohoo!
Yay! Mm. I'm so worried that the sound thing is audible. It probably is. And like every show you've ever heard, we'll fix the sound for next week, guys. I promise.
Oh, also, if you're watching this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks
Yes.
for watching.
Yes.
Yes.
Smash that like button down below. Subscribe and tell all your friends about it. And comment on this. And if you have an opinion, write it in the thing. And then we'll do that thing next week. Because that's how polls work. Yeah. We have an official poll this week. The official poll is... Eric, share the official poll with everyone.
The official poll this week is, wait, what was that poll?
Chicken or fish?
The answer
No,
is
I-
neither, and that would never be a poll on the Kathryn Dunn Show. It was,
I
though.
think
Should Eric eat a carrot on air next
Could I
week?
eat a carrot?
Yes or
Was
no?
that the poll? That's a good question.
Yeah. All right, guys. So after you smash the like button, hit subscribe, tell all your friends about it. Also comment whether Eric should eat a carrot on next week's episode. And yeah, thanks. Okay, guys. What? You don't hear what?
I don't hear the sound issue that you're talking about.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe.
I kind of typed it, so
Yeah,
I wouldn't have to say all that, but
Sorry. Okay, and now it's my new favorite segment. Does it even have a thing? I don't know that it does. It does, but I didn't download it. All right, Nick, do you know and do you care? Are you aware? And do you give a shit? I don't even know what it's called, guys. That's why we don't have a thing for it. But, Nick, do you know? And do you care? Do you even know what
I care.
Go on.
I care deeply about many things, and I know many things about a lot of things. But there are certain things that neither I don't know or I don't care about.
Are you aware of the Titan?
The Clash of the Titan,
The submersible.
the submersible that went to the
real
Titanic?
the submersible that was going to see the Titanic.
Yes, I am well aware of that. I am very happy that that was not me that was involved in that, because it would have been a hell of a lot worse.
And do you care?
Yes, I care in the sense that people died for no good reason, realistically. And that's really all I care about.
Nick, do you care that people don't listen to cassettes and CDs anymore?
No, I really don't. There's way better pieces of technology. However, I do object to people not listening to vinyl records, because that's where it's at.
Right on, Nick. Right on.
Do you care that there is so I can't remember her name. Wait, hold on. Let me look it up. Okay, there was
Somebody else go
a
while he's looking it up.
there was a student at the University of Seton Hall. Her name is Grace Mariani. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. She graduated, and she has some physical disabilities. So she has a what do you call it? She has a service dog. Sorry, service dog. She has a service dog. So, are you? Well, I don't know if you may be aware. Are you aware that along with her getting her diploma, they also gave her service dog a diploma?
That is fucking adorable. For the record, I do care about that. I approve of that wholeheartedly. In fact, I want to applaud the school. And yeah, that's fucking cool.
I thought it was very cool too.
That is very cool. I'll drink to that. Cheers.
That feels like uplifting animal news, but I still want to play this game. But I guess that's it. I guess we're in uplifting animal news.
Well, I found it and randomly came across it and thought it was really cool. So
It is. It is. I actually think I am aware of that one, and I do care.
So I have a
Mm.
question for you guys.
Yeah.
okay.
I know. Do you guys care, or are you guys aware that there is a $2 million Magic the Gathering trading card out in the wild in booster packs?
Wait, I'm sorry. 2,000, 2 million, 2 million.
$2 million.
A what card?
Magic the Gathering. It's a trading card
Oh,
game
really? Okay,
from the
really?
'90s.
It's
I don't care.
is it like it's in the pack still or is it
It's
unsealed?
in a booster pack.
Okay.
Nobody has found it. It's a 1 of 1, and Post Malone and Cassius Marsh have each individually put a bounty of $2 million that they will buy for $2 million in cash to whoever finds it.
Wow.
And it's okay. So it's still in the package and it's in a certain set, right?
Yes, it's in the newest set of the trading card game Magic the Gathering.
Okay, because I'm not familiar. I mean, I've heard of the game, but I'm not familiar with it. So
So they don't want an unopened package. They want people to go out, buy this thing. Everybody's going to go out and buy this thing, trying to get the $2 million. So they're creating a lottery on Magic the Gathering games. Do they have stock in Magic the Gathering? Like, why are they creating this run on new cards? How could a new card be worth anything yet?
yeah, that's a good
It's a
question.
card from the most recent set, which is actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. However, it's like people are upset that Posty and Cassius Marsh, who's a professional football player, have put a $2 million bounty on this one card
Why are they upset?
because they're saying that basically people are opening the set, which, like I said, is a playable set. There's very good cards in the set, and there's reasons to open it, but it's like people are devaluing the other cards on the rest of the secondary market because they're pumping it. They're doing a lot of pump and dump.
Oh, so they're opening them just to find. But so you're basically saying that if the cards are still in the package, they're worth more.
Correct, in
Okay.
theory, because nobody knows in which of the 3 million collector booster packs that they made of this set, the card that everybody is looking for is in.
Hmm.
People
All
need
right,
to
so I don't
stop.
care. Do you guys care?
No, I do think that people need to stop coming on these cards, though, with the pump and dump. But, I don't care, but I do care. I cared enough to inquire. I got excited. I thought for a moment, maybe, just maybe, I have one Magic the Gathering card in my home, and it's the card, because it would make sense that I would have this like one card. Like somebody would just be like, I don't need this card all those years ago, and then I somehow have it. I don't even know I have it, and then there's like, we need the card, and I'm just like sitting on it. So I was invested, but then I found out that it was new and I wasn't anymore. Then I found out that like people were creating a lottery system, and I'm like, this feels like a conspiracy. So I was engaged again. And then I found out that people were mad, and I was like, well, I don't know why they're mad, but it makes sense because it's part of the thing I just thought of with the conspiracy. They're devaluing all the other cards, not necessarily something that I said, but like something that I wondered, like, you're opening it, why then? Because I thought, how could you give them a thing that is valuable and unopened and also know what's inside? It didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But in the end, I'm probably going to forget this by next week.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of money, did you know that, I don't know where it was, but there was a man that was cleaning out his grandfather's house, and in a very like small crawl space in the basement, he found 1 million pennies. 1 million pennies.
What?
So that's what, 100,000 pennies?
1 million pennies.
Yes, just keep saying it.
That's fantastic.
Isn't
But,
that
like-
$10,000?
Yeah, what does that convert to in monies?
I think it's 10,000.
No, just keep saying it. Just keep saying 1 million pennies. Sorry.
A million pennies.
No, I just honestly all I wanted was to hear you say 1 million pennies the same way you'd been saying it, and us to keep asking you to convert it into money, and you just refuse because you just keep saying 1 million pennies the way you were
1
saying
million
it.
pennies.
1 million pennies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to do that.
It was so
1
good.
million pennies.
When you watch this episode, thank you in advance for watching it. Do go back and see how beautiful that moment was, where it was like, question 1 million pennies. Question 1 million.
1 million.
Anyway, I enjoyed it. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to see that keep happening.
It was like, boom, I guess. I missed it.
I wasn't. Yeah. All right, guys.
I'm going to go back and watch it because I don't know what happened.
The beautiful moment. Just go back. I don't know how many minutes in we are. You know what? The timestamp is before 16 minutes, so you'll know.
16.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah.
Now we know the officials. Okay, is that everything for Are You Aware and Do You Care? Or do you have any more questions?
So are we gonna say whether or not we care about the 1 million pennies?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
The
I
1
care.
million pennies.
1 million
care.
pennies.
I still don't know what it is in money, but and I do want to know: are they 1 million just pennies, or are they 1 million special pennies, like that have a value of more than 1 penny?
Well, okay, so since they were in his grandfather's house, there is a chance, a possibility that some of those pennies were minted. I think it was either around during World War II. So,
Oh, wow.
so no, I'm sorry, before World War II, because before World War II, pennies were actually minted with pure copper, so that would make them a lot more valuable.
Yeah.
But the guy that actually has the pennies said that he doesn't want to bother, obviously, with going through the whole 1 million pennies to try to find
I'm sorry, the whole, how much?
1 million pennies.
No, say it like you mean it. How many?
1 million.
1 million pennies.
The 1 million pennies. He doesn't want to go through the 1 million pennies to try to find a real copper penny. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
All right. So, Kathryn, you do care?
I care a lot. Also, I think this guy's a fucking psychotic. If you gave me a handful of pennies, I would check every single one, because I would make sure, one, I love wheat pennies. If they're wheat pennies, love them, want them, give them to me. If it's a silver penny, oh my God, they're not really that valuable, but I love the silver penny. If it's the 1940, is it 43, not 42?
I think it's 43 or 40. Yeah.
Okay, there is a penny. I'm not sure which one, and we're both trying to. We're right. Like, it's the most.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Valuable penny, I think, like in the world, in America.
Because it
whatever.
was a misprint, right? There was like an S or a missing S or something like that, right?
Something, but also I think it has something to do with war and like materials.
Yeah. Like I was saying before.
Oh, I think it's the first one that's purely made out of something, or it's the last one made out of. I don't know.
Okay.
Can anybody tell us, viewers or people in this room right now, the most valuable penny and why? Because I think I don't know. We're yeah. So I do care. I care because I care about like money collecting and stamps and like nerdy stuff like that. That comes from like my father's side, I think. I'm sure it's interesting to my mother's side too, but like way more. I don't think my mom's side values it the way my father's side does. Like, I have money framed over there, and it's just like 5s and maybe 2s. I'm not sure, but it's not like anything.
I think I found, so a 1944 steel wheat penny is worth $408,000.
Whoa.
No.
A 1943 copper wheat penny is worth $250,000.
Wait. Go back to the steel wheat penny, please.
Yeah. It's 1944, and it's worth $408,000.
Because it's made out of steel.
I'll be right. This episode's. Oh, this show's. I'm done. I'm out, bitches.
My favorite statistic. Do you guys know who Pablo Escobar is? Right,
Yeah.
I have a lot of a fucking opinion. Yes.
the Colombian drug lord.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's estimated. So
Wait,
he wasn't
who?
more.
He's not that guy that like killed the entire half of the Supreme Court because he was like, I'm not gonna win this case.
No, he actually was well, not assassin. He was
No, that really happened. I thought we would all play the game where we say different facts about him, and we're like, is he the guy who? And then I was gonna end it with, is he the guy that something cocaine hippos? But then also, is he the guy who's something the unicorn? Do you know the unicorn story?
no.
All right. Well, after Nick tells us this thing.
My favorite statistic about Pablo Escobar is that it's theorized that he had a money room, and it was literally a room with a bunch of money, like millions of dollars. They found rats in that room, and there's a theory that rats ate millions and millions of currency.
Wow.
Oh.
Like that, there was like they 1/10 of his total currency that was in this one room.
Man, those are the
Holy cow.
most valuable rats ever.
Wow. I want to know if there's a rat down there that's like, you tell them we sent you, like, or whatever.
I actually heard that he had some of his gold buried. But I mean,
I don't doubt that. Did you all know about that like drug dealer that had a car buried on his property and then they found it like recently? Matt shared this information, so he knows more about it than I do.
Oh yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah, that happened. But no, Pablo Escobar, I know he did a lot of bad things. He also stapled, his daughter wanted a unicorn for her birthday, so he stapled a horn to a horse, and that horse, and like I think wings or something, and that horse died like a week later from the infection.
Oh,
wow.
And he's
Man.
responsible for a hippo situation. Y'all know
yeah,
about that.
I heard about the hippo thing.
Yeah.
Like he had a bunch of hippos. Well, more than that, just a bunch of exotic animals imported to where he lived.
Colombia.
Yeah. Like, but I'm saying like his specific location. Yeah, and somehow some hippos escaped or something like that, and they procreated, and now there's like a hippo thing down there.
Yeah, I think that they didn't necessarily. Maybe they did, or whatever. Like he was arrested, and then they just were hippos, and like, what do you do? Or they procreate. Yes, they did, but they also don't have an enemy or anything like a natural.
Yeah, like
predator.
there's no natural
didn't the hippos go into the hippo relocation?
Yeah,
system?
they actually are
Like
the ones responsible for getting him caught. Like they were the ones who squealed on him. It would
Yeah.
work better if that was
Like
pink. Sorry.
They set the hippos up in a house in the suburbs.
Oh my god, I would watch that. I would watch that like hippo witness protection. And the funny thing is, like they're the only hippos. So it's like,
yeah,
you know, like
So it's not obvious at all.
No, nobody knows. Like
Well,
everybody
hippos,
knows that there are hippos relocated somewhere, but nobody knows where.
Honey,
Just as long as
have
you're not
you
wearing,
met the
like-
neighbors? Oh yeah, they're completely normal.
is that a hippo?
Are you
or,
talking about that completely normal family from France, much like the Coneheads? Yeah, exactly.
France.
Yeah.
We come from France.
But like obviously France doesn't make sense for this. So where would these hippos pretend they're from?
Hippopotamus.
Zimbabwe.
Yeah. Yes.
Madagascar.
Okay. Yeah, like
Well,
we're not Colombian hippos, we're Madagascar hippos. Oh yes, we have heard about those hippos. We're not
We're from
those
Tampa.
hippos. We're just people.
The hippos from Tampa.
Yeah. So yeah, I want this show to happen, guys. Make it happen by
That would
next
be a
week.
cool show.
Yeah.
That would be a cool show.
Yeah. And right now here's a scene from it.
Oh my god. Hi. I'm your neighbor, and I just wanted to bring over some cookies for you. I thought you might like these.
Do you have any just whole watermelons?
Whole
Yeah, I have
watermelon.
some right here.
Well, that's something that hippopotamus would eat.
No. But
No,
just
I'm serious. Like a
no.
hippopotamus would do something like that. That's really funny that you would say that. That's kind of random that you would say that. I mean, that's what a hippopotamus eats.
You listen here, buddy. I'm not a hippo. I'm just a man like you who likes eating entire watermelons that you shove into my huge mouth with weird-looking human teeth that are very suspiciously round. Now just give me a watermelon, please.
Okay. I wasn't accusing you of anything. I was just saying that it was a coincidence.
Watermelons for sale. Watermelons for sale. 40 watermelons for $2.
I'll take one for my neighbor.
Here you go. Ugh.
Just throw it in my gullet.
Here you go. Wow, you should watch the Discovery Channel because that's exactly what a hippopotamus does. That's so weird.
I'm an actor. Now let me go in the pool. Ah!
All right. I don't know how that next episode's gonna go, but it surely was a cliffhanger.
That's yeah. I was on the edge of my seat. Just
That was riveting. I mean, I want to make popcorn.
Yeah, I craft.
And I want popcorn. Thanks a lot.
Now I kind of want some watermelon.
Too.
Eric, honestly, are you a hippopotamus?
Excuse me.
You can tell us. You can say it. You can say it. We're here.
Hey, Eric, as yourself,
Does this face look like a hippopotamus?
Eric,
It's
do you
okay,
find
Eric.
yourself more in the water, less than not so much swimming in the water, just existing and pushing yourself through the water?
So, Eric, as your self-appointed legal counsel, I advise you not to answer these questions on the basis that you may or may not be.
My
be a
legal
hippopotamus.
counsel has advised me to tell you that I'm not a hippo.
Do you have a big, cute hippo butt?
No comment.
Do you have pen pals in the zoo?
Do you hang out with?
Go on.
Do you hang out with a lion named Alex, and and lemurs? Lots and lots of lemurs. One of them named King Julian, and penguins.
Is this your sample?
Where'd you get that?
So there you have it. He's a hippo, guys. If your friendly neighbor is a hippo, just call us and let us know. And we will send over Hippo Patrol.
No, please no. No Hippo Patrol.
Yeah, I don't know what Hippo Patrol does.
I don't either, but I don't like it.
If that's good. But yeah, all right.
Doesn't hippopotamus actually sound like the name of a philosopher?
The great hippopotamus. An object in motion moves too fast.
Yeah.
I think that's Einstein.
If an object is not a watermelon, I do not care about it.
If your teeth are not round, what is the point?
To be a hippo or not to be? That is the question.
To be a hippo or not to be a hippo. That is the question.
Now is the winter of our discontent, because I am a hippo.
And now it's time for uplifting animal news without Elaine Vadio because she's not here. But does anybody know anything that happened this week that is uplifting animal stuff?
I do.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. So, at the Buffalo Zoo, they welcomed in 4 lion cubs. They don't have names yet, but they're nicknamed the Fab Four. The mother, her name is Lusaka. The father, Tiberius. and they were just born a couple days ago at the Buffalo Zoo.
Cool.
Oh, I hope they have like funny versions of the Beatles' names, like Polycus, Genesis.
Yeah, right. Ringus.
Yeah. Georgus.
Well, Ringo is a funny enough name on itself.
That's true.
Is that his real name? by the way?
Richard is his real name.
Oh,
It's
Richard.
pretty
Okay.
obvious who the alien was.
Like Paulus, Jonas, Georges, Ringo.
How many of you guys believe that? Like the actual alien thing, like the whistleblower. You
What,
think
like
he's
lizard people or like aliens landed?
aliens? Like
Or
like
you
he
mean
said
that recent news story with alien stuff?
the whistleblower guy that said that he had access to spacecraft and he saw actual aliens and that kind of thing.
I mean,
I don't.
look, I've had some really good mushrooms, and I've had that same effect.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. To piggyback off your story, actually, one time I did see a UFO. I may have been high, may not have been high. That's neither here nor there because I don't want it to like ruin the validity of my eyewitness testimony. So there I am, my neighbor's house is right outside my window. I can see them, and then I see this giant here's their house. Here's their house, right? And then I see like this giant thing like coming up like like this big round alien ship, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so scary. And then I was like, oh my god, they're here, they're gonna take me, like obviously, like what else? Or maybe not, maybe I'm just like don't move, like they're a T-Rex, I don't know. And then it was the Goodyear blimp.
Oh,
So I'll never know, but I mean, I'm sure there are unidentified ones too.
yeah. I mean, personally, I do believe that we're not alone. I mean, there's something out there somewhere.
What about
No, so-
Interstellar, where it's just us from the future talking to us from the past? Because I've implanted false memories of myself as an adult talking to myself as a child. So when I do have the technology to do it, it won't be as like upsetting.
You mean like from different dimensions, or?
Yeah, like didn't you see Interstellar? Because if you didn't, you guys have had enough
Oh,
time to spoil it.
Interstellar. Yeah.
so I have not seen Interstellar.
Well,
That's a really good. You should
Timothy
see it.
Chalamet's in it.
I would suggest seeing it more than once because it can be very confusing, and you may need to rewatch it at least 2 to 3 times to get to the whole gist of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so not like Interstellar, obviously, but like just imagine you are the person who's sending your own father on a mission to save himself. I don't
Yeah,
actually think that's what it was about.
So what
It
you're
was-
telling me is there's a theory in physics called the brown bag theory, which is basically if somebody goes if you go to the future and you give yourself something which is why it's called the brown bag.
Because the almanac was in a brown bag. Go on.
Correct.
Hmm.
But you give yourself something like you come back in time and you give yourself something that'll happen cyclically every certain amount of years, and you're in a time loop, and it's weird.
Wait, what?
I never heard that.
Hold on. The brown bag theory is that if I were to go back in time to give myself something, I would be going back in time forever?
Basically.
Well, I mean, I understand
Wow.
that at this moment in my life, I will always have gone back in time at this moment. But does that mean that I then live the rest of my life forever going back in time and can't
Yeah, and
move
you keep
forward
living
because
the
I've
same
helped my
10 years.
past?
You keep living the same 10 years or whatever, however
No.
long you travel back in time.
Do you know that you're doing that, or are you unaware?
I don't know.
Would that be called a Groundhog Decade?
Yes.
That's good. Right. And
I think. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go on.
I was just gonna say, I think in Interstellar, I'm wanting to say that he went through a black hole, and because of that, he was in a different dimension, and he basically yeah, he went through a black hole to basically.
Nick does not care.
It's too confusing for me to explain, so I'm just gonna quit there.
Oh man, no.
No, sorry, I had a long day and I'm
No,
trying
no,
to.
no, no, because it's really complicated to like. I'm trying to explain it, but in my head, it's very complicated to explain.
I
So
think you're doing a better job. Like, I didn't even remember the black hole thing. I just remember that he was like in the library and the library was wiggly, and then like he
yeah,
abandoned his family, and
and
then his daughter like changed the world.
his
And I'm like,
daughter
oh,
was
no.
like very much older than him because he was basically in a different dimension. And obviously they say that if you go through a black hole, like time basically slows down or stops. So he didn't age at all, but obviously she aged on Earth.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. It's just funny because he stayed the same age, and she kept getting.
Yeah.
Well, in this one, it was older. Oh wait, never mind. It's flipped. I keep staying the same age, and they keep getting older, and I stay the same age. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. In this particular situation. Yeah.
All right, that's what I love about high school. They stay the same age. I
Yeah,
get
right.
older,
Like,
they stay the same age.
and I keep getting older, and they stay the same age. For Interstellar, that's what I love about Interstellar. They keep getting older, and I stay the same age. There.
All right,
We
all
got
right,
it.
all right.
We did it.
Yeah.
And
We got
Murphy
their friends.
and Murphy is he's back in the bachelor pad. He's back home because his baby flew the coop. He's now got a new stepdad who's teaching him how to fly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the eagle?
Yeah, 23126, I believe. Yeah, Murphy,
That's awesome.
the stone hatcher.
Wait, so the baby eagle flew the coop, and now the parent eagle is home alone?
So Murphy is back to, Murphy's bachelor pad. He's back to
Okay.
his old tricks, I believe. And now Eaglet or Eagle Boy, like he's a boy now. He's like a big, like fully grown, just his feather coloration stuff hasn't come in, but like he's the full size Eagle Boy. He now has like a stepdad teaching him how to fly. Murphy can't
Interesting.
fly.
Oh, wow.
That's why he's Murphy and a forever resident. But little Eagle Boy can fly. That's why he doesn't get a name, because he's gonna go back into the wild, so he only gets a number. I don't understand it, but I get it.
That's really that's a good neighbor. If you help your eagle's son learn how to fly, I mean that's just a neighborly thing to do.
Yeah.
Eagles helping eagles.
Darn right. Good luck teaching a hippopotamus how to fly. I mean, that might take a little while.
They can do ballet, so why can't they fly?
Yeah.
They can fly on the dance floor, glide across the store.
The animal sanctuary Aveus that I mentioned before, it's in Austin. They recently got two. I think I'm wanting to say they are brown foxes. I think, but they recently acquired two foxes.
Wait, were the brown boxes from the future?
Brown boxes with future boxes of foxes?
No, well, huh?
Brown boxes
Were
with
the
future
foxes
foxes.
Were the fox wearing socks?
Yes.
No, not that I'm aware of.
Do these fox need
Selling
socks?
seashells by the seashore?
What's that?
Selling seashells by the seashore?
You know what? I think actually one of them did have a seashell business at one time, but it went under.
All right, but for real, what do these foxes need? Is it monies?
Okay, so there's two of them. I'm not sure exactly what kind, like I said, but they were born in captivity. That means that they obviously had never, lived outside and never seen outside.
Are they former fur foxes?
What does that mean, fur fox?
Never mind. Like, what were they born for, I guess?
Oh, they were basically just born as pets.
Oh,
like
okay.
Yeah, and that's obviously illegal. Well, in California, is where they were from, but So anyway, so Alveus acquired these foxes, and the person that runs Alveus, Maya, she recently introduced them to snow. She made artificial snow and introduced them to artificial snow. And
Was
I
it
saw the
cold or
video.
foamy?
It was like soft, like the soft, foamy kind of snow.
So I have a question about that. What did they say about that? What was your thoughts? What did do they answer the question?
What
They
does the
enjoy-
fox
Oh, great.
say?
I don't know what the fox says because I couldn't understand. What I mean, I don't speak fox, but from their actions, it looked like they very much enjoyed the snow.
Of course not, because you're a hippopotamus.
What? Why would you
Oh,
think that?
snap. Oh, it just got saucy.
I mean,
Special
I'm
disclosure.
a human
this,
being.
This just saying, Eric is actually a hippopotamus.
I'm a human.
We heard it. You heard it first here, folks.
Breaking news, breaking news.
No, I'm a human though. Can you
Then
see?
explain this.
What? Where did you get that? Really?
Oh, also, if you go to the grocery store and they offer you a brown bag or plastic, just know that if you choose the brown paper bag, you're going to be in a time loop for the next decade.
So go with the reusable bag. Wait a minute. How is that not a time loop? Then the bag is in a loop. Whoa. So you're basically transferring your loop to the bag. Your
Yep.
bag
Yeah, 'cause
travels
that's how
through
this
time.
works.
So right now there is a bag. That's why the moment in American Beauty where they're like watching the bag float around, like there's a bag that could give you the almanac. Everybody needs to be nicer to bags, is what I'm saying.
Bags
Pretty
are great.
much.
You gotta get a bag.
Yeah, everybody needs to look in bags, be nicer to bags. I just acquired a new bag. I went euphoric to the gym. Like I went to the gym and then afterwards I was euphoric to the grocery store and I was looking at this really pretty bag that they always sell those fucking bags. And I was like, this is so pretty. But I'm just being like euphoric and high, you know? Because I just done stuff. And they were like, do you want this bag? And I was like, yeah, I do. But I wasn't like, I want to buy it. I just was like, not even making conversation. I just felt like, oh no, they're looking at me. Anyway, I got it. It was cute. It had vegetables on it. I think, is that all the animal news we got? The orcas, everybody's team orca, apparently. People are teaming up. They're either team yacht or team orca. Are you guys team yacht or team orca?
Team Orca.
Teamwork.
I don't know what that's about.
Yes, you do. We talked about it. You don't know team orca? Orca,
No.
yachts versus orcas. No? Okay, so right now there's a situation, or there has been a situation lately, where orcas are attacking the rudders of boats. The propellers, the somethings. The things of boats. I think it's the propeller, but it could be a rudder. Is a rudder this and a propeller is that?
Yeah, that's the rudder is. Yeah.
It's the
How it
propeller.
steers. Okay.
I'm going with it's the propeller. Whatever. They're attacking things. And the reason they're attacking things is because their mom was killed by one of those things. So now they're making sure that the world doesn't have those things to kill other mom orcas. So they have like they're organized. People are saying organizing, orchestrating. You get it. But they're like organizing and conspiring and like doing it in teams because they want to like get rid of the problem. The problem
The
being
orcas?
yes.
Wow.
Wow. I had no idea that orcas could like do that. Like strategize, like that. That's
So orcas, if I remember correctly, are like the third or fourth most intelligent creature on Earth.
yeah, they are very intelligent. But like I said, I just didn't know that information that specific piece of information that they could organize like that, and they could plan and scheme and all that kind of good jazz.
I just
That's
think
crazy.
this shows how incredibly patient they are that they waited this long to finally like shut us the fuck up.
Wow.
So
So how many
how long
how many
ago was
boats
it?
have they damaged?
Like you'd have to look it up, and I want to say it could be in like Madagascar. Actually, I don't know where it is. I should know. I knew moments ago, but I don't anymore. I don't know a lot, and it's happening, and there are videos of them like working together to do it. What were you asking? Sorry.
I was just going to ask how long ago it was that the mother was killed.
That is also a good question that I do not know the answer to, and I should, but I don't. I imagine recentishly,
wow.
or it was a while ago, and they've been like plotting, and now is
Yeah.
the time to strike.
That sounds like an origin story for a orca superhero.
Oh my god!
You know, it's like when I was a young orca. You know, it's like my mother was killed by one of your boats, or yeah, I guess like not a superhero, but a supervillain.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is a hero.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm
He's
obviously
destroying
a
mega yachts.
villain.
He's a hero.
I mean, I agree. That I mean, it's yeah. I mean, it's a. I mean, the orcas. Yes, I understand what why they're doing what they're doing, and I get it. And I mean, I don't know. I mean,
It's
I mean,
revenge.
I don't. I mean, I wouldn't want any orcas to be harmed, you know, because of what they're doing. So I understand, you know.
Look, if the orchestrating orcas get harmed, it would suck. But I'm sure that they're well aware of the consequences of their action, of the possible consequences of their actions.
I mean, if they're as organized as that, I'm sure they're aware that, you know, I would think anyway.
I hope that they don't get in any trouble and that there's no consequences for their action. I also hope that this leads to people changing the way boats are made or whatever the propeller does. Like it's killing things. Like figure out. I don't know. I'm not an engineer and I can't really think because like it would need to somehow have a way to get water in but not get clogged and not have any small things get in. So I don't know what the answer is, but somewhere someone knows how to something. And they should get on whatever it is to solve this problem so that orcas are happy.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. Like, you know, I wouldn't want to, like, obviously, I don't want any harm to come to the orcas, or, I mean, or to see people being hurt because of that. But at the same time, I mean, if I had to choose, I would be Team Orca.
I'm 100% Team Orca. Speaking of, now let's craft this character because I really love this superhero Orca. What do they look like? Do they have anything mechanical on them? Or do they have like magical superpowers from within? I'm gonna go with it's probably stuff and a little bit of magical powers. But what do you guys think?
So I would think that.
Go ahead.
I would think they're kind of like Namor the Submariner. You know, that they were like a hybrid between a regular mortal and someone underwater, and they have wings on their feet and they can levitate and breathe underwater and all that other cool shit.
So it's like Orca Man?
Kind of like a mermaid, but they can go on land if they want to, or they can stay in the sea.
Well, technically, mermen would have tails instead of feet.
Well, yeah. But I'm saying it's more like a mermaid, orca type hybrid, I guess.
Yeah, and technically orcas would have orca bodies instead of feet. So don't you technically, Eric?
Oh, and the orca superhero, in his normal life, when he's not a superhero, he plays in an orchestra.
Oh.
All right, guys. Time for Tattle Tales, where we all talk about our pets. So, what have your animals been up to? What have they done? I want to know.
One of my cats got the shit beat out of him, and I'm really, really upset about that. Like,
really?
He has a giant like scar on his head, and on his, like I feel that they got into a fight with one of the other cats, and the other cat just beat him.
Like an outside cat or one of your cats?
Like, so my cats are all inside outside cats, but one of the other cats in the neighborhood got into a fight because my cat Lucas has a giant scar on his head and on his abdomen.
Oh, poor baby.
Ooh,
Does he need a
yeah.
hippo protection, like hippo witness protection?
Probably.
What do you
Yeah.
think? What crimes do you think he witnessed and he's getting like hushed about? Cat crimes.
Needs cat guards. Body cat guards.
Buddy
Pretty
cat.
much.
I hope he's
buddy.
okay. Has he gone to the doctor to make sure nothing's like bacterial infection-y?
We are okay so far. My nephew's taking him to the doctor this week coming up.
Well, I hope he's okay.
Maybe your cat knows about that valuable card that you were talking about earlier, but he isn't going to say where it is or what pack it's in.
Oh man, if that's the case,
You know what? I really wish that there was. I know that they have it, but it's not very good. I really wish that pet insurance was a thing. You know, I'm like for real,
Like the way Medicaid, Medicare is, like
Yeah,
like a like
yeah,
a like a government
yeah.
thing, not just like you have to
Yeah.
pay to have it, but you have it on like if you are a recipient of Medicaid, Medicare, you should also be a recipient of animal health insurance. I 100% agree with you, and that should be a thing. And I don't even know what legislative, like I don't even know where you would start to make that a thing, but
Yeah,
I
I
would
don't
love
either,
to see that a thing.
because vet bills are just so outrageous that
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Yeah, and there
that's
is
why that's
animal insurance, but it's so expensive that like if you
yeah,
could if you could afford it, then you could also save that money for the whatever, or you could. It's just different. It's a lot.
yeah. Well, I don't. I mean, I haven't really checked into it thoroughly, but the pet insurance, like I did check into it at one point, and only like the pet insurances that I found, all that they would do is basically reimburse you a percentage of that bill. Like you have to pay for it up front. Um, but like, what if you don't even have the money to pay for it up front? Is the thing, you know? So
Yeah, then there's
Yeah.
other things like care credit and other things. I do not get scratch pay, but there's other things where you can, put your medical stuff on a medical credit card for your dog or your cat or your
mm,
canary, whatever your animal is, and then theoretically if they reimburse. I don't know anything. I've not dealt with the insurance. I just know that it's not gonna
yeah,
cover everything. I don't know if like pre-approval, post-approval, all that stuff. Like, are they gonna mess with you? And I know that like the older the animal gets, the more expensive it. Like if I wanted it for tricks right
yeah,
now, it would be like $300 or $400 a month, which unfortunately I can't do.
yeah,
But if you
mm,
do the math, like $300 or $400 a month is probably what I should be putting away anyway for her medical expenses anyway out of pocket. So I don't know, but then if it does wind up costing that anyway, like you've done the math and you're like it does cost me about 300 or 400 a month at the end of the year, then maybe it doesn't make sense, because if you're paying the $300 or $400 a month plus a percentage of whatever, it does help. I think it does help, and I'm not trying to talk anybody out of pet insurance. If you're thinking of doing it, do it. But just also there's
yeah,
some things to consider mathematically. I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah.
mm.
Nick, what's your cat's name?
So I have three. I have
Oh,
Lucas, Pepper, and Ryder.
cool.
Oh,
The one that we are talking about was Lucas, who is my black cat.
Poor
Mm.
baby.
oh, okay.
I think I posted a picture on the group chat of Ryder's passed out on my bed.
Yeah, I remember seeing one cat that you posted a picture of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you going to take Lucas to the vet, or do you think Lucas is going to be okay?
We're going to take Lucas. My nephew's taking Lucas to the vet this week.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope it turns out okay.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
hope so too.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Any other tittle tattles that anybody has about their little animals?
Well, my cat likes to claw at furniture, so every now and then, I have to be vigilant. But for the most part, she's a good kitty.
Would you ever do the little caps?
I thought about that. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an idea.
Yeah, try it. I don't know. Look into it and then like try it and then let me know about it because I got them for my cat because I was going to visit my grandmother and my grandmother does not want Tony to ruin another. My grandmother had just purchased her brand new guest couch in like the extra bedroom type thing. You know, you can pull it out or it's a little couch or you pull it out for a human. And the cat destroyed it. The new one. Yeah.
I'd have
Because
to.
it's the
I'd
specific fabric she loves the most.
I'd have to
Okay.
find it where I saw it at. But speaking of the caps, I read somewhere that is actually not a good thing for the cat
Yes,
because
that's why I research it. I could be wrong about. Yeah, go on.
but so basically what you have to do is that you have to but yeah I mean you have to extend the cat's claws out and then cap them and the reason it's bad
With
is
glue.
because they, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
But the
it's
reason,
crazy glue. So that's
but
another
the
thing
reason
to
that
add to
it's
it.
but the reason that it's bad is because they can't retract their claws. Their claws are always out. So
Oh, I knew there was something. I knew that it was glue and that's like a little weird. And you're also crazy. Oh, okay, forget. I no
yeah, so
longer
it
even think of. Oh,
yeah, so
yeah, that makes sense. And then it's crazy glue. It's crazy glued.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they can't retract, and it basically it's basically um
Torture.
yeah, think of it like somebody pulling on your nail
Oh, there's a
constantly.
kitty.
Hey kitty. Oh, nice bed.
There's the
Don't want
Mitzi
the bed.
going on a strolling Mitzi.
Oh,
Going
guess
to her
we-
bowl. It's Mitzi time.
So yeah, I determined that I would never do it, so um
Yeah, I officially now would not do it either, and I'm so sad to have considered it, Tony. I apologize. I'm glad it never happened. But yeah, that sounds terrible. I looked into it vaguely. I didn't do like the final looking into it before I do it. I did, I don't know, a little bit. All right. Any more tittle tattles you guys got? No. I forget it, but so I don't know. My cat kind of like this isn't even that interesting, but she was like super alert to something, and I like wanted to be like, "Hey, what's up?" And I felt like we were like having a conversation about it. It was real cute. Oh, hello. Uh-oh. I hope she's right here right now, which makes me think that I should be doing something. I'm gonna be square with you guys. I wanted Elaine to be here for me to tell you this, but she's not, so I'm just gonna have to tell you without her. She got these edibles last night, and I had one because I was like, "This is small," and like I could take it. I have no idea what time it's been all day. I have no idea if I've fed my dog just 5 seconds ago or 3 hours ago. She's loving this because she's like, "You didn't feed me." I'm like, "You sure? There are a lot of like dog food bowls in the sink." And she's like, "Yeah, no, that's from like not today." It's like, "Really?" Because it looks like it's for. I'm hungry. Feed me. And it's like, okay. So she's been having quite a holiday. And I have no idea how many times I fed her today. I have no idea.
Wow.
I think I fed her the right amount of times, but it's possible she squeezed me for a few because I've been in a brown bag of a time loop all day. Like just no clue what time. Like I came home. And it's my fault, but she had pooped. And again, she's trying this new CBD, so I think like a lot of things are not working for her. She had pooped on the floor. Terrible. She won't poop on the papers. She never poops in the house, so I know that this had to do with the CBD most likely. And she pooped exactly in between the papers. So I also think that she's feeling political, and that was like an FU. Like it's directly between the papers. And yes, I didn't put out a long line of papers like I normally do. Yeah.
Oh, what were the papers on? Like, were like the sports pages, or was it like politics?
yeah.
Was it the
Yeah,
funny?
very good.
These
They're
guys.
wee pads.
Okay, like for dogs.
Yeah,
But-
these papers. Yeah, so I had put them out for her. And lately I've been putting like a line of them because Bull's not here. So like I've been putting a line of them to like make sure that, I've got like the entire spot she likes to hit just like covered in them, you know, but I've been pulling them as she's been having like accidents in the hallway to like soak it up, whatever. She's having a little bit of accident. I feel bad for her. But yeah, so she had that, and then like I think it was like 4 a.m. that she woke up and was noshing. I'm like, I gotta take her out, but she had a pee accident, which is not normal, in the house. And then I did take her, and she just peed a little. This was like 4 a.m. Then I have no idea what time it was, but it was like breakfast, but it was late breakfast, and she was like very like I slept late. I know that. And like I don't even anyway, it's all just been a blur. I don't know how many times I've fed her. And I know I have not given her nighttime CBD. I don't even know if I should. I don't know if she likes it. It's a whole thing.
Wait, so at some point today, did you go to a store and did they give you a brown bag?
Yeah, like several times. Like I'm there
That's
right
what it
now.
is.
Yeah,
Gotta
that's all
be.
that's happening. You're in a brown bag loop.
I think so. Yeah. I just wish there wasn't so much dog pee in this sci-fi. But it is called dog piss.
That's actually a genre. If you go into a bookstore, there's sci-fi and then there's dog pee sci-fi.
I don't know why that said on to me, but like I just love animals so much. Now it's time for
Ooh, that reminds me.
And the word to get started is dog pee.
You know, dog pee, that reminds me of my appreciation for people that clean up after their dogs when they take them for walks, because otherwise you have to watch where you step.
That reminds me of the time I was with my friend who this was so dumb, but I was like, oh, I can't clean up my dog's poop in front of my friend because then they're going to judge me for touching poop. Made no sense. So like my
That
dog.
reminds me of when the aliens inevitably come to Earth and they realize that who do you think the aliens are gonna say are in charge? Are they gonna be the ones pooping, or the ones that pick up the poop are the ones that are gonna be in charge? Has anyone else thought of that? Is that just me?
I've never thought about that, but now I am.
And that reminds me. And in the end, my friend judged me more for not picking up the poop, guys. So just be yourselves. That's what I'm trying. Just be yourselves. I don't think we have a settle this week because
Well, that's good news.
do we have a settle that anybody? All right, fuck it, let's do it.
What now?
Where we bring you a completely random and anonymous couple's gripes and we have you settle it. Remember, there's no right or wrongs, but if there was, whose side would you be on? And Bull, you'll be reading it this week.
What the one about the female partner in the situation going to the gym with her landlord? How about that one?
I don't know what that one is because I don't have the bag of letters in front of me. But if you
That's
would
what it
like
is.
to read it.
She asked, this says she invited the landlord to go to the gym.
It just
Her
says
and the
that.
landlord.
That is the first line of the letter. It just says she.
Wow.
So, yeah, she invited the landlord to go to the gym and hang out.
Is there a question or is that just the whole letter? Is it? I'm really
she-
worried about
is-
the mental state of whoever wrote this insane sounding
Well,
letter.
does that person have a significant other at home that might
Oh,
become jealous?
definitely.
What's the
yes.
problem? I don't really understand this letter. It sounds more like
This woman is
like a person on the edge
this
of
woman is
insanity.
in a relationship. This woman is in a relationship, and she's asking the landlord to go to the gym with her.
This seems so
You know,
specific.
I wish we could just talk to these people. I wish we could talk to this anonymous couple.
I mean, I don't understand. I mean, what?
You
They're
can
going
ask.
to the
Exactly.
gym.
That's right. It's unfathomable. Who does that,
So
right?
I have a follow up question to that. Is the landlord the same gender as said woman or as said person?
Oh no. The landlord is a guy.
So
it's crazy that you
That
got this
hold
much
on. The
information from such a
landlord
short letter.
the landlord hits on this woman constantly.
Oh,
oh,
But now she accepts this invitation to go to the gym with him. What
Maybe she just needed a ride to the gym.
is there evidence that they have actually been to the gym together?
Nick mute Nick.
I'm not muting Nick. What did Nick say?
A ride to the gym.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
It's a
so-
reasonable question, Nick.
Stop.
well, no, but there's also like it could be a ride or it could be, a ride.
I mean, I'm just
no,
wondering.
Nick,
Nick,
mute
quit
you.
sucking up.
I'm just wondering, like, is there actual evidence of them, people seeing them at the gym together?
No, they
Yes,
haven't
there's-
gone yet.
Yeah,
No,
is
they
this an
haven't
actual
gone.
problem,
Oh,
or
they
they
haven't gone.
just?
I
No,
thought
it's
you
supposed
were.
to happen like
Oh.
Monday.
Ah,
It's supposed to
Okay.
happen Monday.
Okay.
wow.
So,
What is that
oh,
woman doing?
This seems so specific.
Yeah, exactly, Matt. Exactly.
I mean,
I hope they're listening.
I hope you're listening too, and if you are, please
Does-
click the like, subscribe, smash button.
does the landlord already have a gym membership?
You know, I'm
Eric,
guessing he
I'm
doesn't, and this
muting
person's
Eric.
just
Mute
being
Eric.
nice.
Mute Eric. Oh my God.
I mean, that's a legitimate question.
Oh, it's the back of my head is exploding. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
This is a serious question.
I know, yes, and I'm being like, does he really go to does he have a gym that he goes to already? And I mean, like, and she might be like, hey, you know what? Instead of going to your gym, let's go to my gym.
come to my
instead.
Planet Fitness where I have a black card and we can go anywhere in the world.
No, that's not the point. That's not the point.
But it does
So
seem
please-
like sharing.
Kathryn, would you be able to maybe channel the woman's perspective here and maybe just explain like why she would want to go to the gym with her landlord? Would
Uh,
you be able
wait.
to make that leap?
Also, wait a
I'm
minute.
sure I
Why
could.
did she invite the landlord? He didn't invite her. She
So
opened the invitation to you.
there's no explanation as to why she invited him. She
Okay.
just said she invited.
So I do have some details.
Let's hear a woman's
I do have some
point of view.
details that Bull is omitting from the story, and they are here on this little cue card with just bullet points. Just bullet points. You can see the bullet points. It turns out that this was in court. This was in court. So this is
hold
very
on,
interesting.
just
You
one-
guys don't
I've
know
got one
everything.
I got a little side note. Also, they've gone to lunch. They've gone to dinners together in
Oh,
the past.
This
And-
seems like a
and just-
totally new problem. It sounds like we're
No,
dealing
it's
with
the
one
same, but
thing
go
and now
on.
you're bringing up a
It's-
new thing, but okay.
This
What
is
is
what I would
going
call
on?
shady.
that actually makes sense if you think
Let's
about
hear
it.
your bullet point. Let's hear your
No, let's hear what
bullet
Eric has
point.
to say about it
Let's hear
making
your bullet
sense.
point.
That makes sense if you think about it. So they've already been to dinners, right? So they need to go to the gym to work off that meal that they had.
Eric
Mute
is
Eric.
a freaking
Mute
genius.
Eric.
No,
You know,
Eric
I
gets
mean-
a louder volume. Amplifier.
Let's
So-
hear a woman's point of
Look-
view.
So, Eric, let me point something out. They could be working it out in a different way, if you know what I mean.
It's
Oh, I know
funny
what
you
you
should
mean.
say that because that's actually part of this line of dialogue. There's dialogue on these bullet points. So this is how it went down. You're gaining weight. I should work you out. Oh, do you want to go to the gym? I don't have a membership. I do.
Do you want to go to the gym? Incidentally, the landlord's name, James.
Take you to the gym. Yeah, no. Apparently, this was in response to some creepy over the topness that this person that I just read from the bullet points was like. So they were trying to be like, yeah, I could work you out. It's like, oh, cool. You want to go to the gym?
You
What?
said you. This is an anonymous couple, right?
I never said I.
I thought you said
This has
you.
nothing to do with
You
me.
Go on.
Did I say I?
You did.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
got me! No! Okay, this might not be anonymous. All right, let's move on to something
Yeah,
else.
man. All right, well,
Uh,
let's hear the rest of it then.
no, that really happened. He really was like, oh, you put on weight, you know, like I should
Well,
work.
I think that the woman should say to the landlord, like, either my significant other can come with me, or I'm not interested.
I
Exactly.
mean, we both have black cards, so we actually all could go to the gym together. But
That's
are
not
you
what he
not? You have to hear what actually, like, you're not understanding how it went down. Ready? Like, you've gained weight. Thanks. I should give you a workout. How would you proceed? Oh,
Oh,
does that mean you want to go to the gym together?
let's go Monday. It wasn't
What?
just it wasn't just a question. You
Wait a
made
second.
plans to go to the damn gym.
Well, if the woman is in a serious relationship, she should have walked away at that moment.
It must be not serious, man. You're
No,
exactly
it
right.
must not be a situation anybody who here is male understands at all. You don't get it. Like, okay, listen, he's creeping. He's like, I'll give you a workout.
Yeah.
And it's like,
he was
oh,
hitting on
cool.
and
You
were
want to
just
go
like,
to
"Yeah,
the
let's
gym?
go."
Yeah, but you did make plans to go to the actual gym.
Okay, well, when it actually happens, you'll have a point. Until then,
Okay.
I got out of a situation by being literal.
Oh, so you were just kind of BSing when you said you would go to the gym with him?
I will go to the gym with anybody who wants to go to the gym. But yes.
God.
Yes.
Wait. I thought these were anonymous people that we didn't know who
These
they were.
are anonymous people. I've just experienced like very similar to our readers, our listener. Why do I say reader? Like there's no book, there's no paper.
She got a big mouth.
You got a big mouth. All right.
I mean, okay,
What?
maybe maybe the reason she asked the landlord to go to the gym, maybe she needed a spotter.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
the landlord.
Uh-huh.
It's
Or-
the
Well,
la-
I think that the woman and her significant other have some things to work out.
Oh, and that's a great segue into literally anything else. Like, for example, this next bit, which is something we've been working on, and somebody here will tell us it's a play, and Nick will tell us what's about to happen.
So I'm going to tell you guys about my day at Starbucks that I had today with a ceiling fan that looks like a halo over my head right now. And so today I had to go to work at 8:15 a.m. exactly a little over 12 hours ago. And so work was miserable. It was like the last day of some special. It was triple star Saturday. That's why it was a circus. So for those of you who don't know, at a certain coffee shop that I'm not going to disclose the name of, but they make a thing called, I'm not going to say it. Anyway, they do Triple Stars Days over the summer. And it was the last weekend of Triple Stars Days. And we had this morning when I got into work at 8:15, I thought I was going to get there in time to have a cup of coffee and maybe a sandwich. But no, we were swamped. So my boss said, hey, can you clock in a few minutes early? And that was my first mistake of the day.
And now we bring you to the dramatic reenactment of Nick's Day.
Oh man, I don't have to be at work yet. This is great. I've got all these
Ring,
minutes
ring,
to
ring,
myself.
ring, ring,
Oh
ring,
no.
ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, Nick. This is the
Yeah?
manager. How are you doing this morning?
Well, great. I'm just enjoying all this free time before I have to clock in.
Oh, hey, Nick. Today is Circus Day
Oh,
at our store,
yeah.
and I was wondering if not only, I just wanted to know if you could come in a few minutes early, and I
Oh.
just want you to know that this is going to be the worst day of your life.
Oh no. Do I have a choice?
Of course not.
Oh no.
And I'm also trying to take over the world.
Mhm.
And that was a dramatic reenactment of Nick's Day. Yeah. I think Tucker's really good, guys. But that
Tucker's
Matt,
yeah.
fantastic.
not bad at all either. What'd you say?
Tucker's
That was
fantastic.
Oscar material.
I do hope Tucker wins an Oscar. Or an Emmy. Or a Webby. All of them.
Is there a category for best Muppet actor?
There should be at this point. And I think we should try and get that into legislation while we work on the animal health insurance, also the best puppet actor. And now a new segment called What Would Make the World a Better Place? Eric.
What would make the world a better place is if we all had a million pennies in our basement.
It would make the world a better
I'm
place.
sorry, how many?
A million. A million.
Did you say 1 million?
A million pennies.
And what would that be in dollars?
10,000.
$10,000.
No, it's a million pennies! Damn it! All right, guys.
Oh, a million pennies.
You've all been amazing. And this next bit is going to be even more freaking amazing.
On this day in history, nothing was solved.
With Matt Capazzi.
All right. On this day in 1947, the first UFO was sighted. American businessman Kenneth Arnold saw a number of objects flying like saucers while piloting a small plane over Mount Rainier in Washington. It was considered the first modern sighting of UFOs and gave rise to the term flying saucer. And everybody was shocked about the news that Kenneth Arnold might have seen aliens, so they stopped what they were doing, screamed, and yelled in circles. So nothing was solved on this day in 1947.
Oh, but I just solved something. If they were screaming and yelling in circles, that's how you get crop circles.
Mind blown.
Yeah. All right, guys. This has been an exceptionally long episode, and the reason is I blame Elaine's Edibles, and I also highly recommend Elaine's Edibles. My dog
the
actually
brown
kind
bag
of does
effect.
too. Yeah.
I'm sure there's a dirty joke in there somewhere that I could come up with if I was more of a if I had a dirtier mind I could come up
So
with
if
a
you
dirty
like
joke.
Elaine's Edibles, check it out next week. Right here, where we'll all be eating Elaine's Edibles. This has been the Kathryn Dunn Show. You've all been amazing. Check out Matt Capazzi's podcast, but more from Matt on that.
Oh, I have a podcast on Spotify called Metsy's Podcast. It's deep cuts from artists that you might have heard of. So check it out if you feel like listening to something different. It's called Matt C's Podcast on Spotify.
Thanks. Any other plugs, guys? No. All right.
No, but I just want to say though that I actually tried looking up your podcast. I couldn't find it, so I don't.
Matt's
Oh, okay.
podcasts are deep cuts, and you have to go deep to find it. Eric.
Oh, the next time you try to look for it, use Spotlight Genesis as a search term.
Okay.
All right. Spotlight Genesis, Matt C's podcast.
Is it only on Spotify or is it also on other
No, it's just on Spotify.
Okay, cool.
I'll put a link to it on the Kathryn Dunn Show Facebook page.
All right, sounds good.
I can be found on Wednesday nights doing the geek. What is?
Oh yeah, the extreme geek battle thing,
Yeah, the geek battle on Extreme
improv. Yeah,
Improv. Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been doing that for the past couple of weeks. It's really fun, and we go deep on the geek. So
We go deep on the geek. I really want to know about this. This sounds fun.
it's super fun. Like, I came in second place on Geek Trivia last week, which I was very disappointed because I lost by 2 points.
What was the question you got wrong that you regret?
It wasn't that I got a question wrong; it's that somebody else got more questions right than I did.
Well,
So-
unless you were asked fewer questions, you got something wrong. Because then it's just a fixed game.
So the way it works is that you get a point, and the person who posed the question got a point because it was kind of like charades. So because so the person got more questions than me in
Okay.
the prior round because you only have 90 seconds to get how
Oh,
many you can.
okay.
And so he got like 18 and I got like 17.
Fine. So you got them all right, but he just got more all right.
Correct.
All right. All right. All right.
All right.
All right.
Got it. All right. And what about you, Eric? Anything you want to share with us before we get out of here?
Go check out Alvea Sanctuary on YouTube and check out the foxes.
Yes. Also check out website Woodstock Farm Sanctuary because they are having a thing right now where I think everything is matched and they've got a pig situation that they would love some help with. So do check them out. All right, guys. Thank you. You've all been amazing. Bye. I love you. And see you next
Bye.
week. And I cannot wait for some of this petty shit next week. Haha.